So good morning, class. How are you all doing today?
Great.
Great. All right, so you can tell by a little bit on the board what's going to go on today, but before we go there, I want to sort of reflect on what we did yesterday. So what part of the plant did we focus on yesterday?
The leaf.
The leaf, excellent. And what are some of the things we talked about the leaves?
The different parts.
The different parts of a leaf, good. Mm-hmm. And what were some of those parts?
The margin.
Excellent.
The tip.
The tip.
The base.
Good.
And
the pestulate.
Close.
Pestulate.
That's in the flower part, so you're on the right track with the P word.
Pedulate.
Okay, I'm going to give it to you because you guys are really going hard on this one. It's petiole.
Petiole.
Petiole. So maybe you want to make a note of that since you didn't quite remember that part. What else did we learn about the leaves yesterday?
I remember we talked about veins. So like the leaves have veins in them and their purpose.
Yes, good. And what else?
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, excellent. What other process occurs? Amanda?
Respiration.
Respiration, good. So today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the photosynthesis part of that. And before we get started, let's do a little brainstorming. When you hear the word photosynthesis, what do you think of?
Sunlight.
Okay, sunlight. What else?
Cells.
Cells. Amanda, do you have a word for photosynthesis? Okay. Nutrients, okay. Clay, I saw your hand shoot up. Process. Anything else? Food, okay. Energy. Chlorophyll. Anything else you want to add? No? Okay. So let me ask you this. Do all plants photosynthesize?
No.
No and yes. Okay. So we're unsure whether it's all plants or not. And where does a majority of the photosynthesis take place? In the plant.
In the leaves.
In the leaves. Okay, so we know the leaves are important. Linking it to yesterday. All right. Any other words that you can remember about photosynthesis? Veins. Okay. Excellent. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to have you guys work individually to sort of explore the process of photosynthesis a little bit more in depth and maybe gain some larger vocabulary. We're gonna knock up that vocabulary list a little bit. So what I'm going to have you do, first off, on your table you have little question cards. So today is one of those days of activity in which you're going to be limited in the number of questions you can ask me. All right, you have 2 questions a person. So you want to be careful about, can I go to the bathroom? Because that one counts as a question. Don't want to give that card up for that. So if you want to give up a question card to ask me a clarifying question, you can. All right, but once you're out of the 2, you're on your own. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't ask other people in the classroom. It doesn't mean you can't go to a textbook if you need to. It's just I will not answer any more than 2 questions per person. Are we good with the question cards? Okay. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to give you a pack of cards. And what I want you to do is separate them out into 2 piles. Okay? And in these cards, we have both pictures for photosynthesis and for respiration. What I want you to do is identify the cards you think are involved in photosynthesis. I'll give you a hint. There are 4 cards per cycle, okay? So identify the 4 cards that are photosynthesis related and put them in order. Okay, use the context clues within the card to do that. Is everybody clear on our first step of this? Any questions about the question cards or what you're doing with these cards? No. Okay. So go ahead. Be sure to use the arrows as your context clues. And remember, you're just looking at photosynthesis. When you have it done, you can raise your hand and I'll come check. All right. Excellent job. So now what you're going to do from here is you're going to take your set of cards and glue them onto your notebook paper in order.
Okay.
No. That one is not. The other three are correct. Okay. So what do you have? Which one's photosynthesis?
This one's photosynthesis.
Okay.
No.
This one's photosynthesis. No, this one's this one's photo. This one's photo. This one's photo.
Okay, so no. All right, so looking at our list on the board and looking at those words, what words can you identify on those cards that might be on some of, what crossover might we have?
Sunlight.
Okay, good. So are these things anywhere on that board?
No.
Okay. So are they part of the photosynthesis chain?
They are not.
Okay. But are things on these cards on the photosynthesis board?
Yes.
So what 2 cards out of the bottom 4 can we remove?
These 2.
Exactly. So now you have 2 more that you have to put into this chain and look at the words on the board and try to do some matching. Oh. I didn't give you a paper set.
No.
That's okay. Just keep going.
Oh my bad.
No, that was my bad. You're good. Just keep going. You can have that set. That's right. You got all 4 up there? You're missing a card? You're missing a card. Okay, so what I had said is these 3 are correct, but you're missing your 4th.
Sorry,
so
I'm not.
it's okay. So take your card. That's why I didn't give you the set.
Okay.
And
that
figure out which other card fits in there.
Right.
All right. So Clay, are you all done gluing?
Yep.
Okay. So what you're going to do now is I want you to take one of the colored pencils or 2 of the colored pencils and identify the key words that are going on in each picture.
Okay.
Okay. So why did you choose those 2 in the middle?
Because they have cells, sunlight, chlorophyll.
Good. Here are your cards, so you can glue them onto your paper in order, and then I'll come give you your next direction. Okay, so what order are they in?
No, did I not do that? Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's okay. Think about the order, look at the pictures. So,
How they zoom in to each other.
Okay. I gotcha.
good. Excellent job. Here are your paper copies that you can glue onto your notebook paper. Don't lose your order though, so you put them on in right order.
Okay.
Okay, so now take your colored pencils and pull out keywords from each of those cards. Excellent. So use your colored pencils to pull out keywords for each of the cards.
Okay.
All right, Clay, you feel like you got enough words?
Mm-hmm. More than enough words.
Okay, so here are the captions to your cards.
Okay.
There can be captions in between cards. There can be captions for cards. So obviously there's 7 captions for cards. Cut them out and lay them out where you think they go within your process.
Okay.
All right, Amanda, those are some really good lists. So what we're going to do is you can cut out the captions. The captions can go anywhere. They can caption a card. They can caption in between a card. It's describing the process further. So take your scissors, cut those up, and lay them out where you think they go. You don't need those two.
Okay.
Good list.
Okay.
There are your captions.
All right.
Just cut them out and lay them out where you think they belong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to steal that one from you.
Okay.
And I'm going to steal this one from you. So where is this one? Is it on this card or in between the cards?
In between these cards, because, well, the chlorophyll, chloroplast, this is a chloroplast, so it contains chlorophyll enzymes, which are these. The chlorophyll absorbs the light energy. So this is the chlorophyll absorbing the light energy.
Good. Excellent. So go ahead and glue those in around your cards and make sure you use your colored pencils to draw arrows so you know where the cards go. Okay. Clay, how you doing?
Great, great.
You think you're done?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and glue them in and use your colored pencils as Okay, you've got about 2 minutes to finish up. Excellent. Go ahead and glue. right, everybody's got their photosynthesis processes complete with captions. All right, so what words can we now add to the board?
Producer.
Okay. What else?
Carbon dioxide.
Yep.
And oxygen.
What else?
Enzymes.
Chloroplast.
H2O.
Glucose.
Starch.
All right, so what are the inputs needed for photosynthesis?
Light and carbon dioxide.
Okay, and what are the outputs of photosynthesis?
Oxygen and glucose.
Oxygen and glucose. And what happens for the plant? What stays within the plant?
The glucose is stored.
Okay,
Sugar.
and the sugars. Good. So this is one half of an activity. Tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to talk about respiration. So that other process that Amanda mentioned earlier that happens in the leaves, we're going to focus on that one tomorrow, and then we'll be able to compare and contrast the two processes. Any questions for the end of the day? Okay, so you do have one little homework assignment for tomorrow, and it's to answer this question. Does photosynthesis occur in all plants? So use your friend Google and come in tomorrow with an answer and some of the reasons behind your answer, where you got your information and all that good stuff. Any questions about the homework? Clay.
One last question. With this assignment, do we need to turn it in or do we need to keep it in our notebook?
Nope, I graded your participation for today. I know you guys have them correct, so keep them in your notebooks. It will be page 38.